Hey guys, here at the ALS training facility. Um, got the 12. It's made out of Connecticut shotgun manufacturers. Or make be competitive with the bullpup market out there, and this is we just got it for TNE purposes. I keep it as long as I can. When you get to it, the difference between this one and the Keltec, for what I see, one is heavier. The Keltec feels more like it's more polymer, more like a plastic feel. This one, even though it has some plastic parts, um, the rear receiver here, or the buttstock of it, where I guess the main components are, it's a little bit heavier. Um, the difference between this one, it ejects just like the other ones. Um, ejects around onto here, and it loads over here also. The main difference is versus the Keltec is when on this one, when you pull the trigger, instead of being press the trigger once, you have to cycle the action again or pump it to get another round going. This one you can actually press it twice before you have to work the action, or go ahead and pump it again. As you guys can see, um, it is ambidextrous. One, two, pump. One, two, pump. One, two, pump. So with less lethal, you're not gonna have that much. You're not gonna have any recoil at all. So doing double tap for HRT purposes or anything like that, maybe a lot faster. What I don't like is a little bit longer than the Keltec. So that's the only thing for CQB purposes. It's still, but so it is a little bit shorter than what we use right now, which is the Remington 870. So it's a little bit shorter than that. So as long as we are using our fundamentals, as far as transitioning and whatnot, we should be all right. Two barrels. Um, so that way, whenever like I said, you cycle it, and then when you depress it, one, two, that way you can have two rounds come out at once. Then cycle it again. So not bad. Like I said, it's a little bit heavier than the other one. Most of the weight's in the rear, but I'm about to put some rounds on it, some slugs, and see if it offsets the weight by having the magazine, the two magazine tubes filled. So I'll try to record that as well. That I noticed as I'm loading the tube, if you guys see right here, see those opening ports, it lets you see when you're actually putting a round in, or that you have a round inside the tube. If you guys see it moving, so it lets you kind of see the brass. And if it's color coded, you can kind of see what round you may have in there. That's a plus, because as you know, sometimes our rounds for less lethal, they can be color coded, so you can actually see what you got in there. If you're running ALS, most of the impacts are clear casing. The bore thunders are a red-orange color. So if you happen to look down and glance at it, you see it's clear. You can see it's an impact. Look on the other tube. See if it's a bore thunder. What I am going to check, see if you can select which tube you fired out of first, because I believe that every time you pull the trigger, it shoots from both barrels. So I want to see if I can actually select, or if it automatically selects it for me. In which case, that's not going to work, having one type of round on one tube, the other one on another round on another, because if we were to load it one side, bore thunder, another side, impact, it'll just be one of each fired every time you press the trigger. So that won't work. So I'm going to try and shoot some slugs. Something that they also did to this shotgun it's that I like is if you have to administrative download it. If you guys look in here, I don't know if you guys can see it right here. It has these latches. You actually depress it and it shoots a round out. So if you have gloves or stuff like that, it's not hard to get into. Then pressing it, boom, comes out. And then drop it back in and it catches. That's not bad.
All that is good and just in our
All right, so it's empty. For shooting, Remingtons, managed recoil slugs, and as you guys can probably see, let's see. I mean, not bad. One thing though, it's a training issue. We used to the pumps, so every time you press the trigger, you have that tendency to want to cycle the action again, and it won't let you. So you kind of hesitate. You have to remember that you have to squeeze the trigger twice before you can pump it. So that's the only issue that I see. And that's just a training issue, and it's just with the the manipulation of it. But again, that's just training. But overall, it's not bad. I mean, I just shot 15 rounds through it, fairly quick and accurate. All I had, we just dropped some Magpul flip-up sights to it. Went to town. So not bad.